Peace, what's going on, y'all? It's your man, Soul Man IT. Welcome and welcome back to the channel, Home Arcade Classics. Today, I got some video game news for y'all. Basically, in the world of Nintendo, more specifically, the world of Pokemon, dealing with the latest lawsuit because Nintendo is suing Palworld developer over its Pokemon-like game. Basically, if you're not familiar, there's this game that came out this year called Palworld. That is by the company Pocket Pair, and essentially, I don't want to like do disservice and say like what everybody else is saying when a developer comes out with their own creation, right? I make music outside of the gaming space, right? And one thing that can rub you the wrong way is when you go out there to create something and everyone compares it to something else that came out already, and they don't let what you made stand on its own. So I get that part of the argument, right? However, because that's the argument Palworld's trying to stand on, pretty much, right? And everyone has called this game Pokemon with guns ever since it came out. And when fans have been like,
oh, have you played that new game, Palworld?
No, what's it about?
It's Pokemon with guns.
And like, there's other things you can do in this. Like, it's definitely a game where you can forage and create things and enslave people.
A captured human? What the f***? Are you kidding me? Guys, did I just invent slavery? Holy sh**. Can I make her do anything for me?
You thought that was going to go over well. If we're looking at this, it's not like anybody can't see that there was clear inspiration taken from the game. Before I even get into the articles here, this is like just looking at the some of the cover art that we have here. We got I'm gonna refer to these things as Palworld Beasts. I don't know if they have like an actual in-game name, but we have something that looks very similar to Suicune, right? The legendary Suicune from Pokemon Gold and Silver, right? Right here, this cat looked like a cross between Electabuzz and like Pikachu for real. Just in terms of like the bodily design, taking the head and just putting like a Raichu, Pikachu-esque type of head, right? We got Donphan. Kind of looks a little bit like Donphan. I can see where you could make argument and say, no, it's not Donphan, or it's Donphan with grass. Like, it's not making the argument any better. Right down here reminds me of like a more edgy Piplup, right? And, you know, the list goes on with other, you know, beasts that they have in the game. But let's look here at the article. This article was written by Ash Parrish and is from The Verge. Palworld developer has no idea why Nintendo's suing over its Pokemon-like game. In a statement released earlier today, Pocket Pair said it isn't aware of any patents it infringed in developing Palworld. Yeah, okay. That's funny. Let's see. According to the statement that it got here, and we have that up here, we can take a look at that in a second. At this moment, we are unaware of the specific patents we are accused of infringing upon, and we have not been notified of such details, the statement read. According to Nintendo's press release, the reason for the lawsuit has to do with Pocket Pair allegedly infringing upon multiple as-yet undisclosed patents. The details of the lawsuit have not yet been made public, so we do not yet know which patents, and according to Pocket Pair's statement, it doesn't know either. If I had to take a guess, looking at the gameplay footage that I have seen of the game, aside from the different clearly rip-offs in a lot of different respects of Pokemon, even in just terms of like the styling and how these creatures are drawn, don't you throw your own version of a Pokeball at things to capture them? Like, just that concept itself, the Pokeball, right? Something, a ball-shaped capsule, that when it hits and makes contact with something, it captures the thing that it hits and puts it and stores it inside said ball. So I don't know. I'm a little confused myself at how someone. It's like this whole playing dumb thing can get a bit frustrating and make you not trust a lot it make you not trust when people say they don't know, because it's like, do you not know? Then there's also the thing that people had said, they suggested, I don't know if it's true, that Pocket Pair used AI to essentially build a lot of the game. And if y'all know how AI currently works right now, it takes from what's already been created and it doesn't create on its own. Like, it doesn't have creativity natively, so it has to rip it off from somewhere else in order for it to work. Let's see. The news broke last night. Last night meaning, was this September? This was came out September 19th, so 2 days ago. The news broke last night that Nintendo and TPC were suing the makers of Palworld, an open-world survival crafting game that features a collection of companion monsters players can catch and battle. Since its release in January, the game became an instant hit, racking up over 10 million in copies sold and breaking Steam concurrent player records within its first few weeks. Almost immediately, people noticed striking similarities between Palworld's pals and Pokemon, from their looks down to their extraordinarily similar character models. All right, let's take a look at what Pocket Pair had to say. Regarding a lawsuit, yesterday a lawsuit was filed against our company for patent infringement. We have received notice of this lawsuit and will begin the appropriate legal proceedings and investigations into the claims of patent infringement. At this moment, we are unaware of the specific patents we are accused of infringing upon, and we have not been notified of such details. Pocket Pair is a small indie game company based in Tokyo. Our goal as a company has always been to create fun games. We will continue to pursue this goal because we know that our games bring joy to millions of gamers around the world. Palworld was a surprise success this year, both for gamers and for us. We were blown away by the amazing response to the game and have been working hard to make it even better for our fans. We will continue improving Palworld and strive to create a game that our fans can be proud of. It is truly unfortunate that we will be forced to allocate significant time to matters unrelated to game development due to this lawsuit. However, we will do our utmost for our fans and to ensure that indie game developers are not hindered or discouraged from pursuing their creative ideas. We apologize to our fans and supporters for any worry or discomfort that this news has caused. As always, thank you for your continued support of Palworld and Pocket Pair. So yeah, that's what's happening in the world of copyright infringement in gaming. I will say that I don't know if this case itself will, I don't know the importance of this case as it relates to copyright infringement and intellectual property as a whole, but a lot of eyes will be on this to see what does happen. Meaning, because I mean, we've always had issues of what's copyright infringement versus what is sampling with permission and licensing, just like there is within music and within movies. Essentially, what's fair use and what are you allowed to legally license? What are those lines so that they're not as blurry and that they are pretty defined? I know you can read via the law in writing, depending on where you're living at, like what constitute as these different instances, like what's copyright infringement versus what's fair use versus what's licensing. However, we do see exceptions to the rules at times. We see, based on two parties' likabilities towards each other, that they'll allow the usage of each other's stuff. And they'll put it in writing, mind you. Sometimes they don't put it in writing. So this also, I guess, with this lawsuit, we will get a little bit more into how this game was developed. Was it indeed developed with the usage of AI? And if it was developed with AI, this might not work to the benefit of those. This might bring more regulations to not just the AI market, but AI development in terms of how it's used, its role within video games. Like, essentially, is it true or is it not true that Pocket Pair used AI to create this game, and was the databases that it used and ripped off, was Pokemon a part of that database at all? Like, as far as the creation of the monsters, the pocket monsters, I do think it's funny, like Pokemon means pocket monsters, and then they're literally going at a company called Pocket Pair. Y'all just might want to leave pockets alone. Like, but What do y'all think? Do you think the Pokemon company, Nintendo, do you think that they're well within their rights, TCG, for going after Pocket Pair? Do you think it matters? Do you think Pocket Pair made an original game? Essentially, what's at the crux of this matter, the heart of this matter, is Pocket Pair being accused of ripping off Pokemon, essentially. So, do y'all find that to be a true statement? Regardless of how you feel about the game Palworld, and if you've played it or not, if you enjoy playing it, do you see the case that Nintendo is making? Leave a comment down below, and I thank y'all for your time. It's your man, Soul Man IT. I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.